Do you or someone you know, do you ever have that ringing in your ear that you just cannot get rid of? It's like a buzzing noise.
Michael Knapp and Michael Carver from New Way Hearing are back with us to talk about tinnitus and new hearing technology. Welcome back, guys. How are you?
Thank you. It's good to be here.
I had this as a kid, not so much as I've gotten older, but that
now you have other
constant
problems.
ringing, and now it's just a constant explosion of that. I know, forget about it.
Yeah.
But what is tinnitus exactly?
Well, tinnitus is a sound that an individual will hear that does not have an external source. So it's referred to as head noise. It's been documented throughout all of human history. It can be pronounced either way, tinnitus or tinnitus.
Yeah.
Medically today, it's preferable to pronounce it tinnitus. It's not an actual itis.
Well, I messed
but
that
it doesn't
one up.
matter. No, it doesn't matter.
Close enough. Just
It's
sounded
very
well,
widespread.
isn't it? It's one of those things that if you're ever around long music or loud music for a long time, or if you're also, I don't know, I guess if you hear like a jackhammer, there's some sort of, you know,
It's that
repeated
frequency,
loud
right?
noise.
Correct.
It gets stuck in your head.
Most people, right, they'll express that they're hearing a high-pitched ring, a buzz, a hum. Some people, and it's so widespread. We were on the show last week explaining about there's about 50 million Americans with hearing loss. Well, there's about 50 million Americans with tinnitus.
Wow.
And out of those, there's roughly about 12 million who are suffering from real problematic tinnitus, where it's interfering with sleep patterns, their ability to work. First time I ever heard about tinnitus, I was in 10th grade watching William Shatner, who I was a Trekkie as a kid.
Who wasn't?
Right.
Yeah, and he was talking about how debilitating it was for him on the Johnny Carson show. And I wrote a paper on this. This is 1980, so I'm giving away my age, but it's really a very common thing.
Yeah.
But today there's treatment for it.
Yeah. So what are some of? Is there medication? What types of treatment options are there?
Actually, tinnitus is a symptom. It's not a disease, and so really the treatments and medications that are out there, there's no real universally effective medication or treatment for tinnitus. So a couple of things that can be done. First, noise-induced high-frequency hearing loss is the main cause of tinnitus. So going and having a good, thorough hearing examination is a great place to start.
So that frequency that you're hearing is a frequency that you caught maybe loud or something at that time, and it's just stuck. But now you're not hearing that frequency anymore, except for what you hear in your head.
It's just like a phantom pain that an amputee would have. If my mother-in-law, diabetic, had her leg amputated, she can still feel her foot. So with tinnitus, within the cochlea, there's been so much damage at perhaps that high frequency range, the brain is actually producing that sound. We hear with the brain. This is all about the brain. The ears are just receptors converting acoustical energy with sound waves into electrical impulses that are then
Why can't I get some easy listening or something in my ears? You know what? Why can't I get?
What do you want, Kenny G constantly
tune into it? Right, exactly.
Yeah. You want to pick the track that you want.
Exactly, soothing music throughout the day. Okay, so A, what can people do to avoid this? And B, you guys also brought something in to show to help with this.
Yeah, the first thing is protect what you have. Protect your hearing.
Right.
We deal with a lot of law enforcement folks, shooters, hunters, and protect what you have. Next, we do something that most people, hearing healthcare professionals, do not provide, and it's called tinnitus mapping. What we actually do is, during the course of a comprehensive hearing exam, is find out the exact frequency that they're hearing this noise, and then the intensity level that they're hearing it. And in about 85% of the cases, what we're able to do is then mask over with either just simple amplification above that loss or the tinnitus, or put in what's called a noise generator or a noise masker. Sounds like raindrops or water falling, something like that.
White noise or
Correct.
something along those lines.
And I've got a product. This is a device. Looks just like this. That's how small it is.
I can't even see it.
And this has a noise generator within it. So somebody with tinnitus, after we've done all the mapping, we can then program this instrument, and I'll put it on. It's so discreet, so small. It fits deep in the canal. Can't even see it.
Wow.
And then you get relief. So there is treatment available. Anybody that's having any trouble with tinnitus, or hearing loss, give us a
Just
call.
come in
Yeah, well, I was
and
going
give
to
us a
say,
call.
we run out of time, but quickly tell us about, you have a special, which is a pretty significant special for
huge,
First Coast
just for
Living.
First Coast Living
Yeah.
viewers, right? 'Cause that's
Actually,
how
we
roll.
do. We're offering a 50% discount for anybody that mentions First Coast Living that calls into the office and schedules a test. If they happen to need hearing instruments, then we'll give them a 50% discount just by mentioning.
Yeah, and
just
that
by
goes
mentioning
beyond
that.
just
So
the tinnitus or the tinnitus or whatever, and it goes to
I'm still
also,
going to call it tinnitus.
Whatever.
I've been saying it
That's fine.
Call it
And
whatever
also
you want.
just,
all right?
just generic hearing aids too. So if someone needs just a generic hearing test, not necessarily for tinnitus.
You got it. We
they-
do a ton of services, but
Exactly.
if you have tinnitus, give us a call. We can help.
Mike, guess what date it is, Mike?
Hump day, yeah.
Oh, yes,
Get it in
thank you
there.
so
All
much.
right. Thanks for you guys for coming on. We appreciate it. And
Thanks
New
for
Way
having
Hearing
us.
for coming on and sponsoring this segment.
They're hearing aid specialists, and they can help you find your best treatment options. They also have several free services, including comprehensive hearing test, hearing aid repair, and cleaning. For more information or to schedule an appointment, just visit newwayhearingaids.com or call them at 904-644-8779.